If I was to see my former daughter, will I speak to her after 16 years? No. No. I shouldn't have fought to be a father for one day.
I can see why your mama doesn't like you, and I can see why your daughter and why your ex-wife doesn't like you. You are unbearable.
What's one pressure black men deal with that nobody talk about?
It's not safe for men to do nothing in these day and ages. You feel me? It's not safe for you to vent. It's not safe for you to cry. It's not safe for you to complain. It's not safe for you to do nothing but be strong.
The reason why men can't cry in public, the reason why we're restricted is because of men. One thing that I really can't stand is men getting online and making themselves out to be the victims when you listen to what they say and they just expose the fact that they're like the worst of the worst kind of person on the planet while crying about everybody else around them. Like, I don't know. It's something about that. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, woe is me, right? It's another thing to be like, oh, woe is me, and then be like standoffish and then also be a dick. And then be like, I don't understand why nobody likes me. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why nobody wants to mess with me. It's very, very, very jarring, I think. I think I am like taken aback a lot of times. I'm like, what the fuck? By the lack of self-awareness, let's say. But yeah, here we are. Now, I distinctly remember seeing tons of videos and tons of content on how men are suffering in silence. But every time I look up, all I see and hear are men not suffering in silence, bitching and moaning and whining and complaining about issues that they've created. Nonetheless, I mean, like, that's the craziest thing about it is like, you've literally created this for yourself and you're like online crying about it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm often asked, after 16 years, if I was to see my former daughter, will I speak to her after 16 years? No. No.
How was that your former daughter? When you mean your daughter? That's just your daughter. It's not your former daughter. That's just your daughter still. Calling her your former daughter pretty much sets the table for everything that's about to come, right? Like this is your former daughter as if she stopped being your daughter at some point in time. But yeah, this is crazy.
People, I'm going to tell you something about us black men. We take scrap respect. Yeah. We're conditioned to take scrap respect. We're so in tune to understanding that everybody think if we own homes, we're gonna be a slumlord. If we fathers, we're gonna be deadbeats. All of us good men, we fight and take on the full brunt of the stereotypes that you are as a black man. Yeah, the other guys, it don't matter to them. But us good guys, we the ones that fighting in the court. We the one that making videos. Basically, they don't know how to read it right when we criticize them. We're trying to get them to act right. I seen it.
So let me get this straight. You said after 16 years, I don't know how long you've been out of your daughter's life, but it would have, and I could be wrong. Your daughter might be 16 years old. I don't know. Let me see your fit. He looks like he's in his 50s, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe your daughter's older than that. I don't know. But nonetheless, you're a deadbeat dad. I just like you are the person you're acting like we're us good guys. You're not a good guy. You're a deadbeat dad. You disowned your daughter. That's crazy. So, and you just said you wouldn't see her after 16 years. It's always y'all. I promise. It's always them.
A video the other day where a black woman said, I like when black men get offed. I've never seen a black man make a video that says that.
Okay. So you've never seen a video of black men talking about harming black women, or you said off. Now, when I see videos like that, which I rarely do, but when I see videos like that, I don't bat an eye. The first thing that I think of though is not, oh man, like I feel attacked by that. I feel like damn, what did black men do to make that black woman feel like that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know how black men treat black women, right? But you said you never heard a black man say, oh, we don't, often black women, which is a lie, because they talk about doing it in music all the time. They show it in movies all the time. Black men who make movies, they do it all the time. But I'm gonna give you an example of what it looks like when a black man says the things that black men say, and then maybe why a black woman will react the way that she reacted.
Place.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that black men say. That's the type of shit that I've heard tons of black men say. Punch a stud day. Remember that? Remember Punch a Stud Day? Just arbitrarily talking about acts of violence against black women all fucking day long. And then you want to act like if a black woman says she reacts, she likes to see black men get off, which is disturbing, but not for the reasons you think is disturbing. I'm supposed to act like, oh, I've never seen a black man advocate for violence against black women. Are you fucking dumb? And you know what's crazier about this? When that black woman that you talked about, she said she likes when she sees a black man get unalived, right? Would get killed. That's, again, terrible. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. But what you're not understanding, what you're not connecting is, even in that scenario, she's not advocating for black men being offed, first and foremost. And she's not going to do it. She's not telling women to do it. She's not telling anybody to do it. See what I'm saying? She's simply saying when she sees it, it makes her feel good. Now, instead of you going, why would a black woman who raised black men, who raised black children, feel like that about black men? Instead of you thinking about that, you want to go and blame her for having that reaction. You see what I'm saying? And then I get online and you get online and you hear black men advocate for violence against black women, and that's in one ear, out the other. Like you said, I've never heard that. Well, now you've heard it. I don't want to hear you ain't never heard it. Now you've heard it.
This is how comfortable they have gotten at disrespecting us, and you've accepted it. My mom. I was paying my mom's rent. My mom talked to me like I was an absolute piece of trash because she don't like my company. My daughter. I didn't do nothing to my daughter. My daughter had her own business at 6. She had a key to the office. She knew all my passcodes. She knew everything about me. I said, if anything happened to me, there's an evasive action that you're going to take. Here's the deeds to the houses. There's everything. Didn't matter. The fact is, her mother wanted to treat me like shit, and then she joined in. I fought to be a father for 11 and a half years. I fought for 11 years, 5 months, and 29 days too much. I shouldn't have fought to be a father for one day. I'm retired military. I have multiple homes. I own 7 cars, 6 of them are BMWs. I have 2 IULs, 1 retirement account that I'm collecting off of the military now. I've never been in I don't have no felonies. I'm 56. I'm in good health. I got the goods.
And the fact that he can't clock this is hilarious to me. But with your mom, you mentioned money. You was paying her rent. With your daughter, you instantly went to money. A business, she started a business, all this type of stuff. And now you're talking about how much money you have, how many cars you have. You haven't mentioned anything about your character. You never said, man, I don't understand why my mom doesn't like me. All I do is love that woman. I felt like I've been a good son. I've done nothing but tried to make her proud by going out in the world and being the best example I could be, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. It wasn't that. When you talk about your daughter, it wasn't, man, I tried to be the best father I could be. I was there. I cooked her every meal. I changed her diaper. I walked her to school. I walked her home from school. I bounced her on my knee. I had many conversations with her. I walked her down the aisle when she got like, I gave her advice. I listened to her. It was nothing that it was. I gave her a business. I gave her some money. I got 7 cars. Me. You're a narcissist. Clearly. I'm sorry. I'm not the one to diagnose y'all. I got to stop. But I got to be honest. This grandiose sense of self every single time. I can see why your mama doesn't like you, and I can see why your daughter and why your ex-wife doesn't like you. You are unbearable. Why would you need to give your daughter an evasive action plan? Why not just fucking put it in the will? Why put that labor on her? Why put that in her mind? Just put it in the will. That's it. That's what wills are for. You mean to tell me you got all those things and you made all these plans and gadgets, but you never thought, maybe I need a will. You got an IUL, but you don't got a will? I don't believe anything you're saying now. Because that shit is stupid. You're a dummy if you don't have a will and you got all that stuff. Asking your daughter to be responsible for it is crazy. Put it in the will. Make her the head of your whatever you want to call it, your trust. There you go. That's it. Set up a trust, put it in the will, done.
Still, I had to beg my daughter to respect me as a father. So 16 years ago, after 11 years of fighting her mother, and only 2 weeks of fighting her, I only fought her for 2 weeks. She fucked me over. I said, nah, we ain't doing this now. She did it 2 weeks later, never spoke to him since. Stop accepting all.
Can you tell me how she fucked you over? You guys are always vague. You got all this energy and air in your chest to say everything but what happened. Again, this is what I'm saying. If a woman was telling this story, she would have told us, my son fucked me over 16 years ago. He stole my car. He stole my credit cards. And I was like, no. And then he did it again 2 weeks later. And I was like, absolutely not. Or something like that, right? What did she do? How did she fuck you over? See what I'm saying? And it sounds like his daughter is in her 20s now because he said 11. They fought for 11 years. So who knows? I don't know. It could be 20s, 30s. He's 30, he's 58, whatever he said.
The negative nonsense because you don't want to fall under the stereotypes. That's why they're quick to call you a deadbeat. They're playing on your morals. After all, the song do go, Papa was a Rolling Stone and I'll always love Mama, right?
Nope. Those are two different songs, dummy.
You're conditioned, unfortunately, to accept this bull that they give to us men. I'm going to be talking about this in a full video tonight.
I promise you we don't care. But this is what I'm saying. It's the lack of self-awareness for me. This is scary. This is scary. I want to hear his daughter's side of the story, by the way. It's all these dudes, all these Dr. Umar type dudes that like be like putting on a face in public and then behind the scenes, deadbeat dads, neglectful. Like, how do you just leave your daughter? You just admitted to abandoning your daughter. You fought so hard for her and then you just walked away because she screwed you over. Like, please, bro. Please. Please. My kids would have to kill me before I walked away from them. That's crazy. You tripping. And this is what I'm saying. It's the woe is meism. The woe is meism, the victim mentality, the victimhood of men, self-inflicted wounds. He over here whining, the other dude, he over here whining about the daughter not liking him, his mama not liking him, nobody liking him, not understanding he the common denominator, right? Not understanding he's the common denominator. And then he tries to, play on your empathy to be on that like, oh, woe is me as a black man. As a black man, I could tell you seem like a terrible fucking person. From black man to black man, you seem like a terrible fucking person. We got to stop this type of shit. This is what I'm saying. Y'all are walking contradictions at this point.
What's one pressure black men deal with that nobody talk about?
It's not safe for men to do nothing in these day and ages. You feel me? It's not safe for you to vent. It's not safe for you to cry. It's not safe for you to complain. It's not safe for you to do nothing but be strong. Even when you don't, you feel me? Even when you don't feel it, you still got to put on this shield. You feel me? Especially being a black man. You feel me? I don't know about everybody else, but being a black man is like, you got to be Superman at all times. You feel me? So I most definitely say mental health for sure.
Sir, that is all because of men. First and foremost, the reason why men can't cry in public, the reason why men can't show their true expression of emotions and shoot and run, their true the gambit of emotion that we have. The reason why we're restricted is because of men, not because of anybody else. So men, you're doing that to yourself. That's a self-inflicted wound as a group. So when you get on the internet and whine about it, I'm like, why not just fix it? Secondly, it's a lie because you can get on the internet and lie and tell untruths and cry crocodile tears about problems that you created all day long and nobody gives a fuck. Go to that man, go to that bald-headed idiot's comment section. It's a bunch of dumbass men in there like, yeah, brother, it's been 13 years for me. They start a fucking Deadbeat Dads Anonymous club. Yeah, brother. That's all they do. All y'all do is bitch and moan and whine. That's all you do, man. Talking about some, oh, we can't express ourselves. You can. You can. You do it all the time. You're just bad at it. And you're liars. And you lack self-awareness. And the reason why you're not going to get any help or get any empathy from the people you want, which are women, is because they know you're lying. That's why. That's the reason why, man.